Yes, my people, good evening to every one of you. We are back again. Yes, we have our brother, Mr. Emmanuel Aigbogun. Now, you get this one. In counter our brother, Comrade Stanley Osazel Sakunokode. For those of you who join us, watch the video where Comrade Stanley Osazel Sakunokode do not quite long. Yes, our brother now don't come out now. Comrade Emmanuel Agbogun as well come counter and say, no, not be so. You not talk am well. You not talk am like this. You suppose talk am like this. So I would like make now listen. And also na follow up that previous video. If I not follow up that previous video, if I go watch Comrade Stanley as well, I will not the video for you to understand what in this particular video mean. If you not follow that one, you not go feel no. Is anybody right there with me? If you are there with me, let me know that you are right here with me. You're gonna help us share, like this video, and make we hear with you our brother want to tell us. I appreciate you now. Make we help us share. Thank you very much.
Yes, 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 yes. A wonderful good afternoon to you, all my conscious Edo people. I greet you wherever you find yourself. If you're in Nigeria, I say good afternoon to you. If you're across the globe, I say a wonderful good day to you at this very hour. Talking to you this afternoon wouldn't go down well with me as a person if I do not apologize for the low quality
Thank you very much, Vivian the Rose. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. I can see you right there. So we are waiting for more people to join us, but I don't think we can stop the video. Rather, let it be playing. Some people might play back again later on. Help us to share, Vivian, and hit the like button. Thank you very much for your consistency. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
interactive discussion we had today with Pastor Saige Ezeamu as it relates to socio-political activities in Edo State. And very willing, I want to beg my followers, if you
Ima Dion, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
tune up that broadcast, if you increase the volume on your set, I bet you hear all the wonderful things Pastor had to say today. And also those areas where he felt he wants the government to do more so that we all in Edo State can move forward. So if you're just joining us live, please, I want you all to share, because there's something going on within the politics of Ibaoka. Ordinarily, I don't I don't play politics in Ibaoka, but I am a strong mobilizer, particularly when it comes to politicking in Ibaoka where I reside. Party faithfuls across divide, come to consult us for our opinions and our support where the need be for us to support them. But I'm very shocked that since yesterday and this morning, people who are seen as, will I call them comrades, people who ought to, who are seen as, the mouthpiece of the society, are now throwing tantrums on political leaders who do not have the political clout economically, who do not have the political clout resourcely, who do not have the political clout of managing the infrastructural development of Igbobaoka and Ego as a federal constituency. I was shocked this afternoon when Osakwinokodi was crying, shouting that Honorable Jude Isedenye is a failure. And I laughed. What is the revenue or the gross domestic resources of Isedenye on a monthly basis to manage two constituencies? Aside the fact that they get bogus allowances as House of Rep members, what can Isedenye monthly allocation or monthly salaries or constituency allowance do in Ibaoka local government that Ibaoka local government authority that does not have a councillor or a local government chairman, as we speak, that they cannot do? As I speak to you today, youths in the PDP are the brave youths in the PDP are coming out to speak up and telling Edo people those things that are actually wrong.
All right, thank you very much, my people right there. I can see Seaboard Gifts. Thank you for joining us. Naomi William, I can see you, the Mommy Diaspora, mother of all. Thank you very much for joining us. Hit the like button and help us to press as well. Press the like button and share. Thank you. God bless you all.
With the polity in the PDP. I have not heard of Sakinokudi. I have not heard of Sosa Ewere. I have not heard them address issues affecting the issue of the state. Edo State governor collects as much as 750 million naira every month as security votes. I have not heard of Sakinokudi ask why are they not paying vigilantes in the state. I have not heard them ask why they are not paying vigilantes in the state. Now, Anisa Edenye, who is in Abuja, who is doing his best to see how he can help Ibubaka as a constituency. I'm not just let me state something here as an example for you to digest, my viewers. I am not from Ibubaka, but I have influenced one of the largest street light powered in Ibubaka local government to my area where I reside. If there's any street in Ibubaka that is as bright as my street, I challenge the person to come out. I'm not from Ibubaka, but I influenced that through the senator representing Edo South, distinguished Senator Matthew Oroide. I come from a village in Uwo there. I also influenced solar borehole there. Powered solar borehole that my people are enjoying it tomorrow. In Ibubaka, the entire stretch of the police station road where I reside in, I also influenced it to that particular area. Now, Sosa Ewere in that same area where I reside, in the particularly Osakwe, nobody knows this area I'm talking about. The Igbo quarters axis of Bubahi, where they went and dropped a transformer. I'm going to snap that transformer and show Edo people the moment I get to the hills, so that the world can see. He was press secretary when Osahende brought that transformer to that place. To date, over 2 years, over 3 years now, they've not been able to connect the transformer to the electricity grid, so that the people can have steady electricity in that part of Igbobaoka, particularly Ward 2 to be precise. They've not said anything about it. The governor that is managing over 7 billion naira accrued of Edo people's resources monthly, they have not asked the governor why things are not going on well. In fact, if some of you observe, that's why you see me, I don't associate with their organization of land grabbing. The intention is good, but because of my political interest here, I try to manage it between the lines so that people will not read into politics, because very many of the things they are doing is apolitical. We know this. People have come out to say, but some of us decide to keep quiet and remain on, focus in ensuring that we achieve what we want to achieve. That does not mean that we also keep quiet to allow them begin to castigate politicians that are doing their best. Rama Park under Sosa Ewere and Osahende as local government chairman, the total stretch of Rama Park was a total blackout. The Rama Park was a total blackout. Osahende was local government chairman for 3 years, for nearly 3 years. The entire stretch of Igbobaoka in Igbobahill, no single street light. Some of us prevailed on this day after distinguished Senator Matthew Oroide did the one for us in our street to say, "Epa, look at this entire area. Even if it's not our axis in the estate where we have a third road, at least put on Rama Park, put on Jamila Street. Go there today, you will see solar power street lights running on those areas." I influenced it through the honorable member representing Igbobaoka Ego constituency. I'm not saying it because I want to be boastful. No, that is why you see most of the time I come out to shout about street light. Once the city is light at night, people can drive on the roads and see that the roads are bright. Nightlife will flourish. That will create another room of employment for taxi drivers, hoteliers, name it, all forms of people that engage in nightlife. Is it food sellers or one? But by 7 o'clock in the night, the city is as dark as a graveyard. So I was shocked this afternoon when Osakunokodi was saying that he has not seen what he said Edenye is doing. Go to his wall, go to his social media page. As at July 13, 2021. I'm not talking about what he said he achieved 2020, because that was the only fiscal year that they operated in the House of Assembly. They got into the House at quarterly that year. That budget was not prepared by them. It was the budget of 2020 that they had an influence a little bit over. Now, as at 2021, this year, he came out to give a scorecard on what he has achieved. And I'm going to read, so that since Osakunokodin has said he has not seen it, they don't see what the man is doing. They say, last week Tuesday, I had the privilege of hosting PDP leaders, party leaders from my constituency. The purpose of the meeting was to acquaint them of my stewardship in the Green Chambers to the good people of Ego/Igbo Federal Constituency since assuming office in 2019. I am working tirelessly to bring in more projects and programs to our people, as many are in the 2021 budget. Below are the bills, petition, projects, and programs carried out. That was as at July 1. He started with motions and petitions that he has moved in the floor of the House. He has moved a bill for the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, an act of amendment on HB 550, sponsored by me, was presented on the floor of the House for first reading. Second, the National Agency of Albinism and Hypopigmentation, established Bill 2020, sponsored by me, was presented on the floor of the House for first reading. Petition Osaisere Lucky on behalf of 30 academic staff of the Nigerian Maritime University, Okere Koko, Delta State, on their dismissal from service. 4. Petition ES Owaifo and Associate, Barrister and Solicitor, on behalf of Fred Ehirobo, on his dismissal from the service of the Nigerian Police Force. Projects and programs. Listen, 500 kVA transformers in Ewabogun Community, Sapele Road, Bobaoka local government area. You know, Ewabogun Community in Sapele Road is a very highly populated area on the commercial axis of Benin. The man has taken 500 kVA transformer there. 2. 500 kVA transformer in Jemila Road. This is close to Osakunokodin's area in the man's village where Osakunokodin said that he has not done anything. No. Jemila is Oregbeni. It's his own community where he comes from. He has dropped another 500 kVA transformer in Jemila Road, Ipobahi axis of Benin City. These transformers have already been connected, installed, connected, as against the one in Sosai Were and Osainde put in my area there in Ipobahi, where there's no connection. They brought the transformer is not even up to 500 kVA, and about I think whether 50 kVA transformer. They brought it there. They have not connected it. That transformer is still there, line fallow. Now they are asking the honourable member to come and show them their scorecard, to show them their scorecard. Now I want to ask, the 2 years they spent in Bobaoka local government, how come they cannot use it to connect an ordinary transformer? They have local government in the party where they belong to. The governor is the chief security officer of the state, is the chairman economic, whatever, name it, anything that has to do with Edo State, the governor is #1 citizen. We all know that. The governor, as of today, controls the entire 18 local governments in Edo State. Bobaoka local government is one of them. The governor, as of today, has passed a budget where we all know that there is no provision for local government election, and we all know what that implies. As we still speak again, as we are still talking, we still have agencies like Edo Sopadec, agencies like the Millennium Development Goal set up by the state. We still have infrastructure ministries that ought to manage development in the state. They should mention one major project that we have gotten from the governor in Ipobahi axis since 2019 to date, when he said they has been in the House of Rep. They should tell us. I stopped at the second one in Jemila area. I'm going to the third one. Solar street light in the Selu Market, Ego. If you are driving on the popular, if you are driving on the popular Benin Auchi Road, Benin Lagos road or a road, the moment you get to that Ego Market at night, you will see that people still even sell with that light up to 8, 9, 10 in the night. They still say that is part of the economic benefit I talk about. Now, that is going on in Ego, Iselu Market. That's in our local government too. Now we are not talking about solar, Selu Market, solar street lights in Rama Park, Ikpoba Hill, Ikpoba local government area. That is what I just mentioned earlier. We are still going on. 3 months ICT and entrepreneurship training for 20 constituents in Ego, Ikpoba local government constituencies, local government areas each. He did 20 training for 20 persons from Ego. He did ICT training for 20 persons from Ikpoba each. Oh. Number 6, 3 months ICT and entrepreneurship training. Sorry, okay, number 7, sorry, that was the last one I read. 7, 8 to 31st January 2021. Distribution of educational and infrastructural materials to public schools in Ego / Ikpoba, which there are pictures to show. I will show you before the end of this broadcast. Let me just read out these things. Workshop and empowerment for 90 craftsmen. Very verifiable. You know the craft council in Obakenswa. You can go there and ask for craftsmen, mechanics, craftsmen, auto mechanics in Ego, Ikpoba federal constituencies. 10 expository workshops / training and empowerment for basic mobile phone repairers for 80 constituencies in Ego, 80 constituents in Ego, Ikpoba local government areas of Edo State. He did for 80 persons, teach them how to repair mobile phones, engage them from the 8th to the 31st. They were under training. He engaged them on how to repair mobile phones. That is 160 persons. We are nearly approaching 300 now that has gained from his over 2 years that we are counting, and we still have more to read out. We now have training of 80. Hold on, please. We now have we now have 11. We now have training of 80 women and youth on confectionaries and costumetries. Participants were given startup capital in Ego / Ikpoba constituencies. 80 persons, Ego, Ikpoba, we are still counting. Training of 20 women and youth. Facilitation of 30 farmers for survival fund of 750,000 naira in Ego and Ikpoba each. In Ikpoba, they gave 30 persons survival funds of 750,000 naira each. In Ego, they gave persons survival funds of 750,000 naira each. 14. Facilitation of 40 women for 20,000 poverty alleviation program in Ego / Ikpoba 2. Facilitation of 200 persons for the federal government public works scheme of 20,000 for 3 months in Ego / Ikpoba. 16. Facilitation of 160 slot of 30,000 COVID-19 survival grants to artisans in Ego / Ikpoba federal constituency. Jude Ise essay writing competition. Primary schools, secondary school and tertiary school winners are given prizes ranging from 1-year tuition support, laptop and school welcome packs across the 3 categories. 18. Donation of vehicle to Ikpoba vigilante group. Also car gifts were given to some members of PDP. You people should be hearing, he has given cars. All of these things, I'll be bringing the videos, the pictures on my wall so that the world can see. Distribution of cash to 500 vulnerable, underprivileged and needy to ease the economic hardship due to the pandemic. 22. Sensitization outreach on COVID-19 and the distribution of alcohol-based hand sanitizers, face masks and gloves for constituents. 23. Festival of Praise program tagged declaring the might of the Almighty season 2. 24. Festival of Praise program declaring the mightiness of the Almighty season 1. 25. Courtesy visit to Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority. The purpose of the visit was to familiarize myself with the activities of the agency and also dialogue on partnership opportunities for the holistic development of our constituency. 26. advocacy and sensitization of women, domestic violence, organized by Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution. 27. Sensitization of communities, early response to violence, organized by the Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution. 28. Capacity building for traditional and community leaders in ADRO, Alternative Dispute Resolution, by the Institute of Peace and Conflict Resolution. 29. Phase 2 of the sensitization, advocacy and programs organized by the Institute of Peace and Conflict Resolution. I thank the good people of Igbo Bawuka constituency. All of these things are on Jude Iseedenye's war. In case of you don't know Jude Iseedenye's war, he has over 17,000 followers on Facebook. You can see his page here. This is his page. This is Jude Iseedenye's page. So if Osakunokodi is saying that they are not seeing what he's doing, I think the last post this man made on his page was made July 13th. You can see it here. They should go to that is one and be saying it. Rather, the reason why I'm doing this video is not because I have any romance with this idea, but basically because, one, I have reached out to him to carry out interventions in Igbo Bawuka, his own local government. I'm not from Igbo Bawuka. In fact, I find it very difficult to discuss with my own House of Rep member, Isonwe, to even extend street lights. We share the same community. He's from Oza. The difference between my community and his is just Ugbeze, who is a small Agoran community before you get to my community of Hada. We are just on the corridor of the Bank of Isi, Igbanke, Ewato axis of Edo State. We share the road done by Osumbo and Oshomole administration. You know, we are neighbors. I find it difficult reaching out to him to come and put street light in my community. But I've been making attempts. I've also put up write-ups to him severally, which I am here to get a response on that. But look at Iseedenye, I'm not from his constituency. I have been able to influence projects through him to Rama Park and to Jemila, begging him to say, come and put street lights in these areas. They need light. If you light up people by here at night, people will ordinarily get one thing to do at night to make money for themselves. But the reverse is the case. Everybody on social media know that if there's one person that will be shouting about street lights since Obaseki tenure, I started, I'm the one. Because if you light up a door at night, ordinarily you have created nothing less than 5,000 jobs for people in various areas, you know, where these street lights would pass, particularly in areas where you have dual carriage roads and, you know, solid roads, even if they are single lanes. Go to Lucky Way at night, you need to see the way the environment is. So one thing I want to say is this. We are not witch-hunting ourselves, we are not fighting ourselves. But let us not because of political interest. Because if you ask me, I will say that Osakunokodi and Sosayewe, that maybe they are trying to play a political script to fight Jude for a second tenure. But while you are fighting him, let it be on the basis of statistics. He is a House of Rep member. He is not the governor that controls 750 million naira every month. He's not the governor that has power to do all these things that Iseedenye, you know, can do. In these areas where Iseedenye has worked, I challenge them to mention the projects the governor have done in that area. So for me, I want to say, rather than attack this man, draw his attention to projects that you think he should do. Attacking him is not the issue, because the person you ought to be attacking is the governor. There was one youth today, the video is all over the social media, where he was saying things about the governor and the deputy. These are issues I expected somebody like Osakunokodi, with his vast abilities, you know, to read across political antecedents, to engage the government with, rather than coming to fight a honorable member who has so many constraints to deliver on the basis of governance. You cannot be charging the man for constituency project when you know that he has not gotten anything to offer this. If in case of you have not come across this video, I don't think this guy is as popular as Esosa Ewere and Osakun Okodi on social media. This guy has said the hard truth of what all the social media bloggers supporting the governor had never come out to say at any point in time. This particular young man you are watching now. Yeah? Are you seeing it? So are you hearing? But they will never come out to mention all of these things. Eh? Rather than you are going to fight and they say there because he has a weak social media representative capacity. Why don't they attack Ogbede Yama? Half of the things Ogbede Yama, in fact, majority of the things Ogbede Yama did that made people re-elect him for a second tenure was done under his first 2 years in office. His second tenure, the first 2 years in office, nearly going to 2 years now in office for a second tenure. Can you pinpoint a project Ogbede Yama is doing currently in order to do constituency as the case may be? Can you pinpoint? So, for people like my brother Egosa Egwabo, I just want to make you understand one thing. I am not defending this House of Rep member, get it straight. I am only trying to say that instead of channel or distract the social media audience with the House of Rep member now, tell the governor to get to work. For the past 2.5 months, they have removed the Oshomole procured street lights on the roundabout in Ring Road. Eh? So if Edo State is better, it's for all of us. If Edo State is not working, we all are also going to suffer it. So please, I want to beg my brother Osakun Okodi and particularly Esosa Ewere, rather than fight Ise Edenye, recommend to him. I have just told you now, Ise Edenye as a person, I approach him. I can show you text messages I also sent to Senator Matthew Ruidi. I can show you messages I also sent to Senator Matthew Ruidi before he brought street lights to Ikpoba or 2 houses. He said then I also know what I told him before he brought the one at Rama Park. Go to Rama Park at night. You can before you dare not pass there once it's 7 o'clock. But now people cannot pass there. The other day I told the vigilante people here that this light people should go and thank Ogbede. He said then they say it's a light that it's not the one that did it. I said that because the man no put signboard for here. Now he said then he put this light for here. So more than they thank God. Now me call him me do one. If you say like okay wait make I call this then I called him of Honorable CC. He said, "Man, don't bother yourself now. The light not for everybody. Are you dragging with anybody?" I said, "No. That the truth there is this. Look at what is going on. We need light in this place. And you came and you brought the light. Is that true of us? People are saying it is the governor or Rohidi that. I say it's not Rohidi, it is you. He said it is his constituency project to ensure that he light up Rama Park. And before the end of this 2021, particularly by the Christmas period, when people will be coming into the state, he's going to ensure that he broadens the entire stretch of Rama Park to immigration axis, to Jack Solo's axis, up to Western Boys, and the Orebeni Market. There are some there. He will also extend it up to nearly DVD petrol station. Is that not a plus? Would that not, encourage nightlife ordinarily in that axis of Benin? That is a strategic point. So this is what some of us are doing behind the scene, but we cannot come out. That man is a PDP man, but I am begging him to do all of these things. So going out to begin to call this a day, that is a dollar, this is that. No. What committees? He said, is he a chairman of any committee in the House of Assembly? Denko, that most of you are comparing him to. Denko is an APC House of Assembly member. He's a chairman of various committees. And you all know that that is because of the APC politics that he's playing. Those are part of the reason why he did not decamp. Ordinarily, all of you know that Ise Edenye was somebody that brought in Eze Yamu was somebody that influenced the Ise Edenye's coming. But the truth be said into House of Rep as of today. But the truth be said is Ise Edenye a stooge to Eze Yamu. As Eze Yamu was leaving the PDP for APC, ordinarily he would have moved it. He said if he was that home, would I call him assignment boy politicians that we see across the PDP today. So for crying out loud, recommend issues. Sister Iwere, just the way you protest about land grabbing, protest that the House of Rep members should come and intervene in XYZ, and see if he will not work within that. And the people I know how many people in Ego as of today that I have met. We have had interactive sections together, and I told them, say, this XYZ thing, from what I see, say they can influence this, and the project will soon be out. I don't want to mention street lights, transformers, classroom decks. I know how many people from Ego that I have actually been able to influence. You know, they are demanding these things from me, say there, but most people don't know. Most people don't know. So my conscious Edo people, I want to appreciate each and every one of you to have listened to us. Please, if you are with our brother Osakwin Okodin, try to tell them, let them bring out issues. I was so shocked today that Osakwin Okodin was insulting inside there and calling him a dollar side person. Yeah, man, come on. It's so laughable. Bring issues and say let this man sponsor. I told you now, so you also went there to snap picture. Osakwin Okodin when that transformer was brought by Sosai Were and the Pobauka local government at the time when Osayende, his boss, was there. You went there. I also went. We were together there. We went to look at the transformer at the down below Shogbe's house. To date, is that transformer being connected? You are talking about, you are challenging this entire local government authority. You are not challenging a house of local government authority that collects as much as 300 to 400 million naira monthly allocation. You are not challenging them as against the honorable member that gets, let me say, 20 million naira a month, and is to do something for 2 constituencies, and you know the standard where we find ourselves. So is it not laughable? Is it not laughable? The local government chairman will deliver transformer, the House of Assembly member, he will deliver transformer, he will connect it. The one what's his name, representing Patrick Osaime, the one he brought to my constituency in Wonde, and in Osakwin Okodin's village. Let me not go and talk about the one in my place. The one in Osakwin Okodin's street, has it been connected? Is that man not a House of Assembly member? Is it not from your own state? Just like the way I live in Ibobauka, how come you have not come to the social media to say that it's a dollar side person? How come? So my conscious Edo people, I just want to say this things not because I am looking for saga, no. Let us face 3 issues. Let us face 3 issues. For my brother, for my sister Ibumodia Gloria that is asking me who is collecting, Ibobauka local government gets as much as 300 to 400 million naira monthly. These are things that most people don't know. Ibobauka local government under Sosai Were and his boss Osayinde, they collect as much as 300 to 400 million naira, sometimes even if not up to 500 million naira monthly. It's not a hidden. They are all on the internet website of the Ministry of Finance, Statistics or National Planning. If you go there to their website, you see all these monies I'm saying, received by the local government. In fact, President Mohamed Buhari said pay direct to them. So what are we not saying? So my conscious Edo people, I want to appreciate each and every one of you. It's been a nice time out there. But please, I'm not saying don't criticize Ise, but let the criticism be constructive. Let the criticism be constructive. There's never a time I've said that the governor is a dollar size somebody, no. I only come out to state issues. Go and look at my videos. I come out to state issues. He's not doing this, he's doing that. He's not doing this, he's doing that. He's not doing this, he's doing that. I always come out to state issues. So please, Osakwin Okodin, if there's something you want Ise there to do, if you cannot reach him, I can help you to reach him. Ise there is not a difficult person. As I told you, I influenced, got to his conscience to influence that project you see in Rama Park, you know, and in front of the Origbeni market. Don't forget in 2019, 2020 when it came out, it was a COVID-19 year. 2019 was a COVID-19 year. And that was the first thing. But how many constituencies got constituency project last year? What was their performance? Rather, people in the ruling party try to hijack a lot of the things. We know how these things operate. For the fact that people see already performing more than any other senator is because he's the chairman of public accounts. He talks to all the ministers and parastatals of government. Do you know the influence that can drive? So that is it. So my culture hello people, I want to appreciate and every one of you. And before I leave, I want to honestly say that I was very sorry for the poor audio you had. It was due to technical errors, and we had already started the interview, so there was no need for us to cut the short. I believe if you put up your volume of your radio, you got to hear all the beautiful things, Pastor, and the very weighty questions I threw at him, and all his beautiful response. So that is it for now. I am no other person than your Snobble Right activist. Please, I want to appreciate each and every one of you, also the YouTube bloggers, Danny Yaji, my brother Ninja Watch, name it. All of you who are bloggers who are promoting our videos, I also want to appreciate each and every one of you, and I expect you all to also use this. Thank you very much for now. I want to
like this video. Thank you very much. I'll be coming back again later on. Thank you. And yeah, I will drop this particular video. Bye for now.